A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a nail-biting vote, the House of Representatives narrowly passed a short-term spending bill aimed at funding the government for the next 6 months, drawing a mix of support and dissent from both sides of the aisle. The final tally stood at 217 to 213, with Representative Jared Golden, Democrat Maine, breaking ranks to vote in favor of the bill, while Representative Thomas Massie, Republican Kentucky, stood alone in opposition. This legislation now heads to the Senate, where it faces a critical hurdle. Republicans will need the backing of at least 8 Democrats to overcome a potential filibuster and secure its passage before a looming Friday deadline that threatens a government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, celebrated the bill's passage as a significant victory for his party, especially given their slim majority in the House. "We are committed to keeping the government funded and ensuring that we can continue to serve the American people without interruption," Johnson stated in a press conference following the vote. However, the bill has drawn sharp criticism from Democratic leaders, who argue that it represents an unjustifiable cut to essential services. Representative Eleanor Holmes Norton, the non-voting representative from D.C., labeled the spending bill an act of fiscal sabotage, warning that it would force the district to slash over $1 billion from its budget. Despite a city-approved budget already in place, Democrats fear that this bill is merely a precursor to more severe cuts to vital programs, including health care and veteran services. On the other side of the aisle, Representative Tom Cole, Republican Oklahoma, who chairs the House Appropriations Committee, dismissed these concerns as exaggerated, asserting that the bill is a straightforward continuation of existing funding levels. "We are not cutting essential services. We are ensuring that we maintain stability in our funding while also addressing pressing issues like defense and immigration enforcement," Cole argued. The bill's provisions include a modest increase in defense spending, which has garnered some bipartisan support, but cuts to domestic programs have raised alarms among Democrats. Many have framed the legislation as a blank check for former President Trump, who has been vocal in his support for the bill, urging Republicans to present a united front in favor of it. As the Senate prepares to take up the bill, Democratic leaders are in a precarious position. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has indicated that Democrats will wait to see how the House vote unfolds before deciding their course of action. With the Senate requiring a 60-vote threshold for most legislation, the pressure is on for Republicans to sway enough Democrats to ensure the bill's survival. Several Democratic senators, particularly those representing states with large federal workforces, have expressed strong opposition to the bill. Virginia Senator Tim Kaine has characterized it as a shutdown bill, while Senator Raphael Warnock, Democrat Georgia, has labeled it terrible, emphasizing the potential negative impact on his constituents. Both senators have made it clear that if a government shutdown occurs, the responsibility lies squarely with the Republican majority in Congress. The stakes are high as the clock ticks down to the Friday deadline. If lawmakers fail to reach an agreement, the federal government will grind to a halt, impacting countless services and programs relied upon by millions of Americans. The urgency of the situation is palpable, with both parties aware that the repercussions of a shutdown could be politically damaging. As the Senate gears up for debate, the fate of the spending bill remains uncertain. Republicans are confident they can rally the necessary support, but with dissenting voices within their ranks and a unified Democratic opposition, the path forward is fraught with challenges. The coming days will be critical as lawmakers navigate this contentious landscape in their efforts to keep the government funded and operational. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.